This story can change you, so listen carefully till the very end. Early life, education, and rise to leadership. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, into a devout African-American family deeply rooted in the Baptist faith. His father, Martin Luther King Sr., and his mother, Alberta Williams King, instilled in him strong values of education, discipline, and moral integrity. From a young age, King showed remarkable intelligence and curiosity, reading fluently by the age of 5 and demonstrating a keen awareness of the racial inequalities around him. Growing up in the segregated South, he witnessed firsthand the social, economic, and legal restrictions placed on Black Americans, experiences that would profoundly shape his later activism. King entered Morehouse College at the age of 15, an unusual feat that highlighted both his intellect and his determination. During his college years, he studied philosophy, theology, and ethics, exploring the role of religion in social change. Influenced by mentors like Benjamin Mays, he began to develop the principles that would guide his future work, the integration of moral courage, nonviolence, and strategic action. He later attended Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania and Boston University, earning a doctorate in systematic theology. While in Boston, he met Coretta Scott, who became his lifelong partner, both in marriage and in the fight for justice. Coretta's own commitment to equality and her musical talent complemented King's work, making her an essential figure in the civil rights movement. King's entry into public leadership came in 1954 when he became pastor at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. The defining moment of his early leadership arrived in 1955, following the arrest of Rosa Parks. Her refusal to give up her bus seat to a white passenger sparked the Montgomery bus boycott, a 381-day protest that sought to end segregation on public transportation. King, only 26 at the time, emerged as a national leader. He demonstrated exceptional skill in organizing communities, maintaining the boycott through peaceful methods, and articulating a moral vision of justice. His insistence on nonviolent resistance became a hallmark of his philosophy, even as he faced constant threats, arrests, and intimidation. Following the boycott's success, King co-founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, in 1957. The SCLC unified churches and community organizations to challenge systemic segregation throughout the South. King quickly became a central figure in campaigns across cities like Albany, Georgia, and Birmingham, Alabama, confronting entrenched segregation and violent opposition. During the Birmingham campaign, King was jailed, and it was there that he wrote his famous Letter from Birmingham Jail. In it, he eloquently defended the necessity of civil disobedience, stating, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere," and urging individuals to act against immoral laws without resorting to violence. By 1963, King had become a national symbol of the civil rights movement. His leadership reached its pinnacle with the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, where he delivered the legendary "I Have a Dream" speech. Speaking to a crowd of over 250,000 people at the Lincoln Memorial, he articulated a vision of racial equality and justice that resonated across the country and around the world. This moment helped catalyze major legislative victories, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which outlawed segregation and discrimination, and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which protected the political rights of African Americans. King's message was not just political. It was deeply moral, rooted in faith, ethics, and the principle that justice must be pursued through nonviolent means. Later activism, global influence, and enduring legacy. After these early victories, King expanded his activism to include economic justice, poverty, and international issues. He recognized that legal equality alone could not eradicate systemic injustice. In the Chicago Freedom Movement, he highlighted northern urban segregation, poor housing, and unequal educational opportunities. King also spoke out against the Vietnam War, connecting military conflict abroad with domestic inequality, arguing that the resources spent on war were diverted from programs that could lift people out of poverty. His speeches during this period, including Beyond Vietnam, A Time to Break Silence, drew criticism from some allies but underscored his moral courage and commitment to universal justice. King's dedication to nonviolence and justice came at great personal cost. He faced constant surveillance from the FBI, received threats on his life, endured multiple arrests, and was targeted by violent attacks. Yet he remained steadfast, insisting that ethical leadership required integrity, patience, and courage. His family, especially Coretta Scott King, supported him through these dangers, and together they raised 4 children while continuing their public work. King's mentorship of younger activists ensured that the movement remained vibrant and principled, creating a legacy of leadership grounded in moral and strategic wisdom. One of the most significant campaigns of his later years was the Selma to Montgomery marches in 1965, which confronted voter suppression and discriminatory practices in the South. Despite facing violent opposition, King's leadership helped secure the Voting Rights Act, a monumental step in ensuring political equality. He also initiated the Poor People's Campaign, emphasizing that civil rights must encompass economic opportunities and social equity for all Americans. King's vision was holistic, linking racial justice, economic justice, and peace into a comprehensive movement for human dignity. Tragically, King's life was cut short on April 4, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee, where he had traveled to support striking sanitation workers. His assassination shocked the nation and the world. Yet his ideas, speeches, and writings continued to inspire generations of activists, leaders, and ordinary citizens. King's philosophy of nonviolence, moral courage, and social justice has influenced movements globally, from anti-apartheid campaigns in South Africa to modern civil rights initiatives worldwide. His teachings on love, empathy, and ethical leadership remain a guide for confronting injustice in any era. Today, Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered not only for the victories he achieved but for the moral vision he embodied. His life demonstrates that meaningful social change requires courage, perseverance, and unwavering adherence to ethical principles. Through federal recognition, memorials, education, and ongoing activism, King's legacy continues to inspire humanity. His message is timeless. Justice, equality, and love are not merely ideals, they are responsibilities that each individual can help realize, shaping a more just and compassionate world for generations to come.